my employer has announced that they're going to be taking everyone's temperature before we can start our shift. I get why it's necessary, but is it actually legal for them to do that?
Well, Tamika, I think the short answer that I would give you is yes. I believe it is legal for them to do that. I think employers that are trying to take precautions and take measures to keep their employers safe, as well as those that may be coming to their business, is a positive thing during this COVID pandemic. The only caveat to that was is they were only selecting certain few or certain types of workers in the organization to check their temperatures. I believe it needs to be across the board, but otherwise, I think it would hold up to legal scrutiny. Rocky, what do you think?
I agree. I think they can do it as long as they apply it equally. And let me tell you, we're already seeing this second wave of COVID. And so you better still be careful. You better still wear your mask. And if you have a choice to go to a business that's taking precautions and a business that's not taking precautions, I recommend you go to the one that's being safe.
That's very well said, Rocky. And real quick, all of us as parents, we have our children that are starting to, interact, back in college, school, and daycare, summer camps. Just what are your thoughts about some of the things that you're seeing these facilities do to protect your children?
Well, I think the times have definitely changed after this summer of homeschooling. I certainly have a newfound respect for teachers because it was great, but it was also very tough at times. I think that they're going to, here's the biggest change that I see coming is the temperature checks. I think that the schools should implement temperature checks when you drop kids off, because we've just been on the honor system since I've had a child in school. And, they say, well, if you have above 100 temperature, don't send the child to school. I've seen many, many kids who were definitely sick, too sick to be in school, that probably had above 100 temperature that were in school. That's going to stop. And I think it's a good policy. And I think if they temperature check them when they get off the bus or get out of the car, and we only have well kids at school, I think you're going to see a big difference in the rates of any kind of flu or even coronavirus in the fall.
One of the differences I've seen in some of the businesses who have high contact areas that are starting to use these ionized sprayers that actually ionizes the disinfectant, and so they're able to cover large amounts of area with less time, so it takes less man hours, and it also causes the disinfectant to stick. So I'm seeing that in both schools as well as gyms and things like that, where they're trying to do more disinfecting on a regular basis, and not only more disinfecting, they're doing it in a better, more more efficient way, but also a way that is technologically advanced.